Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Integrate 2023. Apologize for the delay. Like we are in tech, but there's always some tech challenges at the end, right? So you probably know, like we are running it like a hybrid event for the last couple of years. There are like 400 plus people waiting on the other all over the world. So we just need to make sure the stream is working correctly before we start. So hence the delay. Thank you all for, like I know it's not easy for the commitment. It probably would have taken your whole week to be here. And a lot of you traveled from all over the place. Thank you very much for present here all the way from London. So just want to, like before I start, I would like to take a quick survey. Like how many of you are first time here? Wow, that's a lot. And how many of you are this even last year we celebrated the 10th anniversary, and is anybody here who attended 10 years? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fantastic. So it's 6, 7 people there. So you can see like it's been going on for a long time. 5+ years. Okay, great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here for this long. Okay, just since a lot of hands went up when I say like the first time, so just do a quick intro about myself. My name is Saravana Kumar. I'm the founder and CEO of Covai.co. So I'm the employee number 1 of Covai.co. We started off back in 2010, 11, and initially as a BizTalk 360. But over the years, the company has grown, and then we got multiple products, and then we rebranded ourselves as Covai.co 3-4 years ago. So I'm the founder, and I'm also coming more from a technical background. So I'm not a typical not coming from a business background, but more like similar to one of you guys. I have attended a lot of conference on that side, and like eventually started the company and then scaled it to what it is today. And I'm an MVP as well. It's been 15 years. It's a great journey since 2007. I'm a Microsoft MVP. Started originally as BizTalk Server MVP, and then it gone through multiple phases, and now pretty much everybody is called Azure MVP. So I still hold MVP. And as I mentioned, I'm still technical, and like I keep track of all the technology stuff, and I'm more inside the company. I'm more tech focused there rather than the business focused. So great to see all of you, and I'll have a lot of interesting conversation with all of you in the next couple of days. Okay, just a bit of a company. I mentioned like we started back in 2011, and like initially it was me, and then we scaled it to 5 people, and then 30 people, 50 people, and today we are close to 300 people as an org. We have multiple products. Before this talk, I was checking the last year's session because we got pretty much similar format, right? Every year you talk the same thing. I was checking at these numbers. And we had about 250 members last year in 2022 Integrate, and we had 3 products. Now we have a 4th product, and the customer numbers were 2,000 plus, and now it's 2,500 plus. So we are growing at a steady pace. So just a brief intro about some of the products. Like BizTalk 360 was the original product how the company was started until 2015-16. That was the only product we focused on, and slowly when Microsoft started the switch to more Azure and more cloud, we started exploring, and then we started Serverless 360. Originally, it was not called Serverless 360. We started off with Service Bus. That's one of the early integration products which came in the cloud. We started off with that, and eventually we widened the scope and then moved into more wider ecosystem. We are covering pretty much all the AAS. I'm sure most of you in this audience are using the AAS stack, and we cover pretty much everything on the Serverless 360. The other 2 products are not related to Microsoft. We are doing more generic products now. So Document 360 is one of our fastest growing product in the company, and it's more like a wiki knowledge-based product. You can imagine, like, if you want to build something like docs.microsoft.com, like we provide the entire platform, so you don't need to worry about hosting and building anything. So you can just focus on building the content. So we take care of end-to-end. And Churn 360 is the new product what we added this year compared to the last integrate. So it's more of a customer success product because today everybody is on subscription business, right? So everybody, the old way of selling software is gone. Today it's more about keeping subscription where the retaining customers becoming more and more important. So this product is purely focused on customer retention and how do we got a bunch of things to achieve that one. So about Integrate itself, since a lot of you are new and just a good refresh. So it's 11th year now. Originally it was started more like a small event. We did it started with 50 people, one-day event, and then gradually scaled up into what it is today. Year on year, we matured the event, and from 1 day to 2 day to 3 days now, and now you can see we can run this event pretty much seamlessly. And people in the integration space, this is a go-to event for many years. The other thing I wanted to highlight here is, people travel from all over the world. We have about 60 countries representing here, all the way from, I think, I was checking, and then the farthest somebody came was Alessandro from New Zealand. For him, it was 31 hours journey to come to this event. So end to end, that's just a flying time basically, not end to end. I think he stopped over in China for 7 hours. So end to end, it was 31 hours. And also Wagner from Microsoft, who is going to speak today. He came from New Zealand as well, and we have Bill Chestnut first time here, and he came from Australia. They're all going to speak. And people, love this event in this space, and it has grown more like a community, and a lot of you, it's becoming more like a gathering, and good to see all of you and putting efforts to come all the way here. So I just jumped a slide, but this is what it is. This is one of the only Microsoft integration focused events in the world. Microsoft themselves are not doing any more these focused events. I think a few years ago there will be event for SharePoint, and even they did BizTalk and SQL. But I think these days it's all more streamlined, and they only do these 3 big events: Build, Inspire, and Ignite. So they are relying on partners like us to do this focus kind of events, and we managed to keep up for the last decade basically, right? So they are also excited, and every year they spend a lot of Microsoft folks. It's a big effort for them to come. It takes a week, and it's good to have them here as well. This is the hashtag we are going to use, and there's a lot of pictures. You'll see more on social media, and it's always a lot of buzz for the 3 days. People get excited, and you can see some of the pictures are from last year. If you're on social media, this is the tag what we are going to use. This again, it's some of the moments. I look very young there. I think this must be the first year, 12 years ago, and I think all of those pictures are really old pictures, and you can see everybody looks pretty young in those pictures. I can see Steve Jan, and then Sandro, Tom. So it's a pretty old pictures. It's a more like a community. We created this very focused community, because if you look at any org, right, we are somewhere hidden behind. You don't really get the love or appreciation. People, only when there is a problem, then it comes to, something is broken in the middle. Otherwise, you are, pretty much it's quiet, and you don't get the appreciation what you deserve as an integration guy. And, this is a great place to see all of you. And then, a lot of you, been in the industry for many years. It's good to have that kind of community feeling here. So, just in some numbers, so this year, we are close to, I think this slide was prepared a few days ago. So we're close to 650 people. So you can see here it's about 250 plus as in person. And there are a lot of people online as well, it's about 420 plus. They're watching from all over the place. If you're not aware, there is an app as well. I think if you go to the site, you'll see a mobile app, so you can log in and you can see, and all the recordings will be available. That's a great thing, the tech now. So if you miss something, you can always catch up. And also, as a 600 is one number. It's important to see like there's 100 plus companies represented here. Typically, companies from each company you get one or two people attending, so it's a wide representation of companies as well. All of them, or a lot of them, are like Fortune 100 companies. It's a big footprint. Like I think last time we did a number of what is the total value of the companies attending. I think it's a massive number, because it's all, you probably know, like you're all coming from big companies, and it's a significant number. So we always see as a BN like a community-focused company right from day one. Like that's how we started off as a small evening events, and it's grown into, and it's a lot of community initiatives what we do. Just to highlight some of them. This is one book we published last year. I just wanted to re-highlight it back. I know like a lot of people are migrating from BizTalk older version to new version. It was we took a couple of years to work with authors like Sandro, Tom, and Lex. They worked with this book, and we published it last year. So if in case you are on the migration path, this is one resource you can use it. Like it covers everything. Otherwise, the information is scattered all over the place. So it's available outside and on the booth, and also you can get the online version as well. Serverless nodes, again we highlighted last year, like 2-3 years ago we built up this new initiatives. It's all about like a small nuggets of nodes. If you are we call it serverless nodes, but it's more or less it's a EAS tech stack. Typical things like logic apps, event grid, messaging, and those are the areas what we cover. So a lot of resources available, and we keep pushing a lot of information. So if in case you are not aware, that's a good place for you to keep up. And we also, this year, this is pretty new. Like I think we started last year after integrate, we call like Azure on Air. Again, the focus is same. Like I'm sure there are tons of podcasts and focused on general Azure, but we wanted to keep the focus more on the integration space. And we started it last year. And there are already a lot of episodes available. And if you guys want to participate as well, like meet one of the guys in the booth. And we are always looking for people who have got industry experience and who wanted to talk something in this area. So it's a good opportunity for you to get involved as well. And there's a lot of episodes already available. And again, I want to thank all of you. Like mainly, thanks to Microsoft. I briefly mentioned their commitment towards this event. It's a big commitment. Like they send 15 to 20 people every year, and all of them are part of the core product groups. We are not hearing from marketing people, or typically so this is the guys who really build those products. I was speaking to a few people this morning, and they said they have a lot of questions for the product group, and they said technical challenges and this and that, and I told them this is the best place you can actually find them, and this is your best opportunities. They're going to be here for 3 days. If you have anything or feedback, it's actually mutual, right? Like it's important for them as well to speak to the people who really use the product, because we are also more on the product company, and like whenever we see we believe the best products are built from customer experiences. Whenever you talk, you never would have thought in that angle, but people who are using your product day to day, the way they bend the product and how they build it is so different from how the producers, the product creators think about it. So it's a great opportunity for the Microsoft as well to mingle with all of you guys. And we wanted to create that platform. It's available for you to collaborate. And the big thank you to, thanks to Microsoft MVP community. So it's always, we are very strict on, we get a lot of speaker requests, right? It will come down to, we can sponsor the event if you give a speaking slot. That's the typical discussion comes most of the time. But we always stayed away. Like we really wanted to keep the event focused on more really hardcore content. That's why people come again and again. And on that aspect, like, the first set of speaking is from Microsoft. And the second part is always from the Microsoft MVPs, who are very dedicated and they have a lot of industry experience. And thank you to both Microsoft and the MVP community. And thanks to sponsors as well. The first product is, of course, ours, but Document 360 it's all budgeted internally, right? Every product is treated differently, so a lot of this budget comes from Document 360. And thanks to all the gold partners, Afnias, Quantica, and Dekiro, they are here. Thank you very much for being the sponsor and supporting the event, because we need, we need sponsors to support an event like this, and thank you very much for that. And having said that, that's all I have to say, and let's get started. I hope you enjoy the next couple of 3 days, and by the time you walk back, I hope and I wish you learn quite a bit, and it's going to be productive for all of you, for your commitment, what you're making, spending 3 days here. Thank you.